Hi everyone. Let us start this video by talking about the pros and cons of on-campus placements. We will start with the pros or benefits of on-campus placements. First, they save time and energy. Since the company recruiters come to the college to recruit students do not have to reach out to companies to check if they have an opening or go about traveling to various companies to give interviews, and everything happens at one place only. Thus, it saves the time, money, and energy needed for job hunting. So, if the campus placement is good in a college, then most students end up getting placed in a company before their last year of college is even over. So yes, that definitely is a huge benefit of on-campus placements. Second is limited competition. In on-campus placements, students have to compete with their peers only and not the entire community. Thus, the competition is limited in on-campus placements, and it is fairly easy to impress the recruiters from a small group of aspirants as compared to off-campus placements, where the student is competing not just with the students from their own college, but from many colleges across the country. The third is college and company wrapper benefits. Many prestigious colleges have tie-ups with big brands who come to these colleges to recruit their best students. Students can avail this rapport between the two parties and utilize this opportunity to get recruited in a good company when they come for hiring on campus. The next benefit is that the references are not necessary for on-campus placement. So, while in off-campus placements, references from your college professor or previous employers or a good word from any reference of yours working in that company may be an added bonus, such references are not required in on-campus placements. So, these were some of the benefits of on-campus placements. Now, let us look at the cons or disadvantages of on-campus placements. One disadvantage of sitting for on-campus placements is that the type and number of companies that come to your college will depend a lot on how good your college is and also how active the TNP cell of your college is. Colleges with an inactive TNP cell may not get many companies to come for hiring. So, the college name and the status of its TNP cell becomes a big factor and may become a disadvantage while sitting for on-campus placements. Apart from this, limited companies come to recruit from the campus, and chances are that the company of your choice may not come to your college for recruitment. The second disadvantage is that only the top cream of students get recruited to good companies, while the students with an average CGPA may end up either getting recruited in not so good companies or worse, may not be placed anywhere in on-campus placements. But don't worry, if you don't get placed in on-campus placements, off-campus placements will always come to your rescue. The next disadvantage is late joining and meager compensation. Now, both these points are not universal and will differ from college to college and company to company. Many times, in on-campus placements, companies hire students in bulk and may not give them immediate joining dates. Joining dates may be delayed for a year, and this creates frustration and anxiety in a lot of students. The second point we have mentioned here is about meager compensation. Again, this will depend on the company and a lot on the reputation of your college. For not so good colleges, the companies offer meager compensation, while the same company may offer a higher compensation to students from better colleges. This is a bane that we all have to deal with. But it should not deter you from applying to companies off campus, where you have an equal footing and can compete for better roles as well as better salaries. The last disadvantage that we will talk of here is the lack of variety of options. What we mean by this is that if you are looking to find an internship or job outside of your field of study, then on-campus placements may not be the right fit for you. So, if you are from a BTech college, chances are that the companies that come will recruit you for the job related to your field of study. So, let's say you are a computer science student who wants to apply for a job or internship in the field of graphic design. Companies who have this role of a graphic designer may not come to your college for placements, since your college does not have expertise in producing students fit for this role, thus placing you at a disadvantage. So, we have looked at the pros and cons of on-campus placements. Now, let's move on to off-campus placements. We will start by talking about the pros of off-campus placements. The first advantage of off-campus placements is that there are limitless choices available to you. So, whether it is getting placed in the company of your choice or in the role of your choice, the opportunities available to you in off-campus placements are limitless. The second advantage is that there is an option for high remuneration available. So, when you apply for off-campus placements, you can negotiate better on your salary if you feel you deserve better or if you are being offered a better compensation at another company. Again, this is not universal for all situations. It will depend on your skill set and on how good you are at negotiation. It may also happen that the company itself may offer a good remuneration in off-campus placements more than what they offer in on-campus placements. So, you may not have to work for that extra remuneration, but it may just fall in your lap. The next advantage is more learning. While sitting for off-campus placements, you are essentially competing with everyone who is looking for a job in that role in that company. Hence, the competition is more here, but at the same time, you also learn how to land a job on your own. You do your own research and find out about job opportunities. You reach out to the HR on your own. You follow up on the hiring process. You persuade and negotiate. And all these learnings are great life skills to have. PS, you also develop humility in the process. So, a lot of learnings in off-campus placements. The next advantage that we will look at is self-satisfaction. As we have said previously, in off-campus placements, the opportunities are limitless and also the competition is huge. So, off-campus placements give you an opportunity to get placed in your dream company, beating everyone at that recruitment. Thus, the self-satisfaction that comes from this is also huge. So, we have looked at the advantages or pros of off-campus placements. Now, let us look at the cons or disadvantages of off-campus placements. The major disadvantage of off-campus placement is that there are many challenges that one needs to face in these placements. So, let us look at what some of these challenges are. The first challenge of off-campus placements is that the competition is very high. While you are competing only with your peers in on-campus placements, you are competing with students from various colleges while sitting for off-campus placements. So, the competition is high here. The second challenge is that you are on your own. So, in on-campus placements, the college takes care of getting companies, arranging interviews, and getting students ready, but you are on your own when applying for off-campus placements. You need to find job opportunities and search for job openings, which is a task on its own. Then, you have to apply for job roles, get interviews with the companies, even travel to different cities for interviews. So, the time and effort consumed in off-campus placements is definitely higher. The next challenge that you will face in off-campus placements is a higher level of grilling during the interviews. Since your interviewers in off-campus placements know nothing about your background, they grill you more in the interviews to make sure you are a good fit for their company. Hence, when you sit for off-campus interviews, you need to be more prepared. The last challenge that you are likely to face is an ask from the recruiters for more work experience. Companies generally ask for experience when they recruit off-campus. This can be a job experience or an internship experience. Freshers usually get perplexed between the contradiction that they need a job for an experience and they need an experience for a job. But if you have done internships or worked on valuable projects during your college, you can use it to your advantage in this case. After all, once you get an interview, it's all about impressing the employer. With this, we have also seen the cons of off-campus placements. With this, we come to the end of this topic. In this topic, we have seen the meaning and differences of on-campus and off-campus placements, the avenues for off-campus placements, and the pros and cons of on-campus and off-campus placements. Alright, ready for an interesting fact about on-campus and off-campus placements? Did you know you must avoid sending emails to employers inquiring about a possible role on a Friday evening, on weekends, or on holidays? Your emails are likely to be missed or buried under a pile of other emails. Make sure you send such emails on working days, that too preferably during the working hours. With this, we come to the end of this video. Click next to take a quiz.